People call paranormal events and things that happen fiction, meaning an imaginary novel or story of events and people. Yet, we do have events that are seen and felt. Imaginary or not, they or it still remains unexplained. Thought, time, and space is the continuum. Welcome to Pearl's Paranormal, Parallel Paranormals. I know it's a mouthful, isn't it? Such a mouthful. I take my medication on it. Thank y'all for joining me. Please share the show. I've got several features for you tonight. If you look on the bottom of the ticker tape, you'll see we're going to talk about space. We're going to talk about colors and how it is connected with the parallel universe. We're going to talk about the Aurora, Borealis. It's French. I never could speak French. And we're going to talk about a military report that was released in May of this year, 2020, showing UFOs flying in the sky. I have it all right here to show you tonight. And if we have time, we're going to take a visit inside of a real, very famous haunted house in California. So share the show right now. Thank y'all for joining. All right. First, I'm going to start off in order for me to get the colors. We're going to talk about moving into parallel universes. Now, this is an article that I read by Pamela Osleys, and she is from Aurora Colors. She wrote this in 2015. And she says, I'm going to share the screen with you, and I'm also keep me on it too. So I'll be reading from this screen so that you will know that I am not just making this stuff up. All right. Okay. Where did she go? Oh, I must have stopped sharing. Let me do it again. Oh, no worries, no worries. No worries. Okay, it's got to upload. There we go. I got to get myself out here. There we go. All right. This is Pamela Osleys, okay? Now she says that there are parallel universes all around you. They are like radio waves. You can't see them, but they exist. Quantum physics, that's that real heavy study stuff. Quantum physicists have evidence that parallel universes are real. They are as close as your breath, and they exist in the same space as the universe you live in now. She says that if anyone ever tells you that you're not facing reality by thinking this way, know that people said the same thing to those who dreamed of flying or going to the moon or discovering new worlds. We haven't been trained to believe in or understand parallel universes yet. But for a long time, we didn't even know that other countries or other planets existed. So it's not hard to imagine that we haven't known about other universes either. Our understanding of what's real evolves all the time. We've been taught that there's only one reality and one universe, but it's not true. The universe is infinite, meaning that it has no end. And it is infinite with infinite choices and free will. There are not two people anywhere who are experiencing the same reality at the same time. See, we're all experiencing our own unique reality, our own personal adventures in life. She goes on to say that you can dramatically change your life and your circumstances by learning how to move into different universes. Now, I believe that, and I'm going to explain why. I really do support this later when we talk about colors. She says that every possible scenario that has ever been imagined actually exists. Everything you've ever desired already exists in other parallel universes. You just need to align with your desired universe to experience that one. You don't need to work hard to accomplish this or struggle to overcome your current circumstances. You just need to stop believing in what you're experiencing now and gently focus on believe in and move into another universe. Now, she goes on to tell us how to do that. Listen, she says the way you move from one universe to another is to use your imagination and your feelings. Just use your imaginations and your feelings. And she goes on to quote, "Good evening, Ernestine. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Curtis, thanks for tuning in. Lewis, thanks for tuning in. DJ, thanks for tuning in." She says, she quotes Einstein, and she says, Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge. Obviously, what we think we know can limit us. She says, your emotions have energy. They vibrate different frequencies. And that's true. Because if somebody becomes belligerent with you and shout at you and curse at you, it makes you what? You receive their frequency, and it makes you angry, right? She says that's why you can feel light and feel energy or be energized by some emotions. And you can feel heavy and dull or dense when you feel other emotions. She says when the frequency of your emotions and feelings is aligned with the frequency and energy of a certain universe, you'll find yourself experiencing that universe. And she explains it. She used a radio as an example. Pretty much everybody know at one time, we had radios and we still have radio stations. So she uses that as a good example. She says, this is similar to what happens when you change radio stations. Listen carefully, y'all. Multiple radio waves are being broadcast from different stations. They're around you all the time, but you don't perceive them until you tune in to them with your radio receiver. When you set your radio to receive a certain frequency, the show being broadcast from that station becomes part of your world. Just like now, From those of you to those of you who are watching me, I have become part of your world in this moment in time. Okay. And so she says, when you change the radio to align with the frequency being broadcast, no, when you change the dial or buttons on your radio, you alter which frequency it's picking up. You change the number and frequency on your radio to align with the frequency being broadcast by that different radio station. And now that new music or talk show becomes your reality rather than the previous show that you were listening to. So some of you just was doing something on Facebook, watching television, or watching another video on YouTube or Facebook before you tuned in to this frequency. So right now, you're not focused on the other frequency that you just left, right? You're focusing in on this frequency. So, and then she goes on to say that even though the radio waves from the previous broadcast are still all around you, you don't perceive them. And that show is no longer part of your perceived reality. Now, she clarifies this because it's not like we see on science fiction, right? She says that there are no visible scenes or doorways dividing the different parallel universes. So it can be challenging to know when you have entered into a different universe. It's similar to driving from one state to another. Now, this is a good example, too. She says, unless you see a sign that welcomes you, you don't really know when you've crossed over into a different state. Some of the different parallel universes only have small and subtle differences from the one you currently find yourself in. But if you pay attention, she says, even if there are only subtle differences in the new universe, your intuition, your observations, feelings, and emotions will reveal the differences to you. She says, if you have made dramatic changes in your imagination and emotions, which is your frequency, remember that our frequency is our imagination and our emotions. She says, if you have made dramatic changes in your imagination and emotions, your new universe will also appear dramatically different. It may take a while before you recognize the changes, but pay attention, she says. Be patient and trust so you can see that you have moved into a different one. She says, if you go back to thinking and feeling the way that you did in the previous universe, you will be drawn back into that one again. And you'll think that you never changed universes at all. If you commit to the new thoughts and new feelings, you will eventually see you have moved into a different and new parallel universe. Now, this is something that I was suspicious of, but I didn't really know for sure. She says we actually shift into different universes all the time. All the time. We just assume that there's only one universe and one reality. So we're not always aware that we have changed universes. However, she says, we do constantly flow constantly flow effortlessly from one parallel universe to another. Every time you choose one option in life over another option, you split off and move into a different universe. Another you will still exist in that previous universe. By the way, but your focus won't be there. She says your focus won't be there, so you will no longer experience it as your main reality. Just like the previous station's radio waves are still around, but you are no longer tuned into that station, so they are not a part of your reality. All the people who are in your current universe will also be in other parallel universes. They'll just be different. The differences in their behavior can range from subtle to dramatic, depending on how radical a change you made in your thinking and emotions. We are a multi-dimensional being, so we are all in an infinite number of universes simultaneously. And I believe that because, you know, scientists have been telling us for years that we have a full-size brain, yet we are only using 20% of our brains. So where is the other, what is the other 80% doing? That's something to think about. Now, she does have a guided meditation, she says, to help you move into a different universe consciously and intentionally, so you can have the life experiences that you desire. And she goes ahead and give her podcast, and I'm going to give it to y'all in case y'all want to check it out. And it is her, she does podcasts. So getting some free advertising here tonight. This is her site is Life Colors City, capital at each first letter.com. I haven't gone to the site, so she wrote this article in 2015. So I am hoping that it is still active, that it is Life Color City.com. Now I'm going to check it out. But tonight, I want to show you a very simple way that you can analyze and experiment with colors to help you to move into other parallel universes. Yeah. This is why I was saying that I know that this is true because I have experimented. Okay. So now I got to bring up another site about colors. For my colors. Don't tell me I closed my colors site. I hope not. Hold on. It looks like I have, but I can go right back and find it because all I have to do is check the last tab, check my history, and then I'll be able to get it. Okay. Oh, I did that. Okay, parallel. Oh, okay. I see. That was the site for that. Okay. I'm gonna be bringing that up. So what I'm gonna do is take a little break. I found it already. I see the girl is fast. So what we're going to talk about now is we're going to talk about how you can experiment with colors to help you to move into parallel universes. Now, I know some people are saying, well, we're not supposed to be doing that. It's just one universe, it's just one this and that. And theologians will tell you in a minute that you're not supposed to be um, like, wandering into and looking into other worlds, parallel universes, and things like that. Well, I disagree because, like I said, in biblical days, that may have been true. But after Eve had Adam to eat from the tree of knowledge, then we were free to gain the knowledge. That's why God gave us capacity for 100% of thinking and utilization and capacity for our brains. It's our fault that we only use 20% of it, not God's. Because that rule was broken as soon as Adam and Eve ate from the tree of knowledge. That's what the apple was all about. It wasn't about eating apples like we eat apples, just bite into apple. It was about that tree was the tree of knowledge, all right? And God didn't want, I think, didn't want them to eat from the tree of knowledge because he didn't think that they were ready yet. I think he was going to probably let them eat from it when he thought that they was ready. You know, it's like when we raise our children. You know, he had just made them. And so it's like when we raise our children, you know, you don't want to let a 5-year-old go out on a date with a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? That's stupid, you know. And it's just some things that you can't let your little children do because they're not ready for it yet. They have to become adults or young adults, okay? All right, so let me share the screen with you. Actually, I'm going to take a break. When I come back, I'm going to talk about getting you into colors quickly so that you can start experimenting and see if you feel, hi, Scott, welcome. So that you can see if you will be able to tell the difference when you move into another parallel universe. Don't go away. Please share this important show because I got some more stuff, good stuff to show you. We're going to talk about, let's see, well, let me get that down. Tell you what we're talking about at the video. Look at the bottom of the tape. We're going to talk about the Aurora, Barrages, Bouget, Bullish. I can't say it. I'm going to tell y'all what that means in just a minute. And then we're going to also talk about, where is it? Let me get my screens up. We're going to talk about FLIR1, a military report from the military that shows UFOs. We're going to look at that video. So please don't go away. All right? I'll be right back. It's the 901 show. 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 Show. 901 Show. Get on this hot night. The 901 Show. 901 Show. Hot night. Hot night. Hot night. Hot night. The 901 Show. 901 Show. Hot night. Hot night. Hot night. It's the 901 Show. 901 Show. It's the 901 Show. 901 Show. The 901 Show. Get on this hot night. The 901 Show. It's the 901 Show. 901 Show. It's the 901 Show. 901 Show. 901 Show. Yeah, that's right, honey. It was the 901 Show last night. All right, so, and if you missed it, just go to our 901 Show page or our website, which is www.the901show.live, and you can find all of our shows there. All right, so I'm going to share the screen with you. I'm going to read from it, and I am going to I'm going to stay in the frame with it so that you can see that I'm actually telling you stuff that I didn't make up. All right, and get rid of these ads. All right. So, colors have meanings, y'all. In case you didn't know it, colors have meanings. Welcome, Thomas Chapter. Hi. And I taught South Korean kids from home, online. What was it? Beginning of last year and perhaps the end of the year before, every day. And so one of the exercises that we would do is I would go through the colors and I would have them to tell me how each color made them feel. And so colors have meanings in that way, but colors also have meanings in ways of healing. Okay, and so there are really 7 good colors for healing. And if you incorporate these colors into your frequency that we just talked about, it'll be much easier for you to move into different parallel universes. Okay, so the first color that we're going to talk about, well, we're going to give you another introduction. This article is by Jacob Olison. I'm doing all the articles presented by people whose last names start with O. It seems like, I don't know. Oh, like the commercial. Oh. Anyway, he says, healing colors are the colors that influence mood. Remember, we talked about emotions. Emotions and mood. They calm the nervous system and they make the environments less provoking and peace-inducing. Over the centuries, many cultures across the world have employed colors for their healing powers. Even today, chemotherapy is an important tool for gentle healing treatment. So we're going to discuss 7 of the best colors for healing, as well as the ways to use these colors to recover from disease. Using these healing colors for a room or clothing, you can significantly change the patient's mood and bring about many mind-body benefits. Mind, which means we what? Use our mind to move, and our emotion. We talked about that, to move into other parallel universes. So everybody knows that the color for hospitals is always red. That's the first color we're going to talk about. Red is a passionate and warm color which induces vitality and stimulates energy. It increases adrenaline and elevates blood pressure, so avoid using it. Listen, avoid using it when the patient is suffering from hypertension. See, I can't wear a lot of red. I don't have a lot of red in my house because I have hypertension. This could be the reason why red is used only moderately in hospitals. Now, I said I don't have a lot of red, but I do have some. I'll tell you about that. At home, though, see, at home, though, you can use this color for stimulating appetite in weak patients. That's me. Red can also alleviate depression. It is one of the top healing colors. Well, for the other stuff, you folks that want to buy this, those TV commercial pills for you know what. We ain't talking about that because some of the kids might be watching. Now, let me share where I use red. And I've been doing this for only a week now, and I see dramatic changes already. I have this little ball of light that has stars in it. The pattern is stars and moon, but it has buttons where you can change the color on it. I used to use it for my show when I broadcast it. It revolves, but I don't revolve it. I just change it to the colors that I want. And I leave it on. I've started leaving it on at night. So this week, and I've been experimenting with the colors just to see which one works best for me and how each one has an effect on me as well. So I've been using red all this week. So far, out of the other colors that I used, red has seemed to be the best one for me. Mentally, emotionally, physically, because I would I am accustomed to eating one meal a day. All this week, I have been eating 3 meals a day. I am a person that don't eat fruit. This week, I've been having fresh watermelon for breakfast. I mean, can't wait to get it. That's not me. So see, I moved on to another parallel universe. And because of that, the rewards that I'm getting from it is helping my mind and my body. So I have the red light on at night. And y'all know I suffer from arthritis, bursitis, lupus, and I pray for my healing, and I do, through my prayer, feel better, when I do lay my hands upon myself. But see, even then, even when someone that has a power of healing lay hands on you, it doesn't permanently fix it. We're not Jesus. You see what I'm saying? So we don't permanently fix it. It gives a temporary relief. Maybe for a week, maybe for a month, maybe for 6 months or longer, but it just doesn't permanently heal it. Don't let anybody tell you that, because that is not true. Only Jesus has touched himself. God's touched, the Lord's touched themselves can permanently remove something. All right. So I've been sleeping with the red stars and the moon all night, and they show up in the ceiling and around the walls, And I have been almost pain-free this week, almost. But I do know that my reach for my arms have been much better. I couldn't even raise my arms this high like that, you know. And so I'm noticing that. Um, but let's talk about some more colors. Let's talk about orange, color for the state of Tennessee. Ooh. It says, according to color healing therapy, orange is one of the best colors for hospitals and particularly for children's rooms. Well, we know that to be true. If you've ever been inside St. Jude's Children's Hospital, you'll see a lot of orange. Orange radiates warmth, and is associated with joy and happiness. In fact, even oranges, which are packed with vitamin C, the powerful antioxidant, are known to heal and fight free radicals to boost immunity. Therefore, as far as cancer healing colors go, orange is an important color in the color healing chart. Moving on, yellow. Search for healing colors for hospitals, and yellow will be high up in the list. St. Jude's has a lot of yellow too. This bright and cheerful color can help stimulate intelligence and also detoxify the body and mind to heal patients quickly. Yellow is particularly recommended for patients with skin problems. It can inspire creativity in people who feel sluggish or lethargic. Avoid overuse of yellow, though, as it can hamper the digestive health and lead to stomach problems and insomnia. So if you think yellow is your favorite color and you haven't been sleeping, you got problems with your stomach, your digestive system, get rid of the yellow, okay? Green. Now, green is one of my favorite colors. Let's see what it says. Green, hi Tim, welcome. Green color is known for its balanced healing properties. It is a restful color that symbolizes growth and renewal. It also encourages comfort and equilibrium, and is particularly beneficial for the heart, lungs, and circulatory system. Now, this is true. When I slept under my green stars and moon, I felt more comfortable. My equilibrium was a little bit more balanced. I don't have heart trouble. I have COPD, which is my lungs. So I did see improvement in that. And my circulatory system, I saw improvement in that because I have neuropathy in my fingers that comes from the lupus. And at night, sometimes my fingers hurt so bad, it feels like somebody has a hammer drilling and nailing me to a cross. So I did not have the neuropathy in my fingers, the tingling, the numbness when I had my green moon light, green light on at night that I slept through. All right, blue. This spiritual color is also the color of the sky and sea. Blue is an important healing color as it is linked with calm and serenity. It helps lower blood pressure and can reduce rapid heart rate. Blue is relaxing for the mind and body. It is associated with organs like eyes, ears, and nose, and involved with the senses of smell, sight, and sound. Yes, I have tried the blue lights. Pink. Pink is feminine, but yet a soothing color that shows caring and affection. It is a protective and compassionate color that heals and soothes The lighthearted color can stimulate happiness. Too much of bright pink, like my hair, might stimulate energy. And I think y'all can tell I got some. And incite passionate behavior because I just love my audience, just like its distant cousin red. Pink can be, however, safe to use in hospitals and prisons to reduce erratic behavior. Number 7, our last color, purple. Both purple and violet, as well as its related shades, are like lilac and lavender, are connected with spirituality. These healing colors are also linked with perception, higher consciousness. This might be one that we want to look at if we want to start training ourselves to move into different parallel universes, because it says that it gives us higher perception, higher consciousness, and insight. Health-wise, these colors are linked with the cerebral and nervous system. So if you're a nervous, fidgety person, you really need to wear some purple and have some purple in your house. Right? Okay. So as I was stating, we were talking about colors and how they connect to parallel universes and how to shift yourself into parallel universes. We found out that we are existing in parallels universes all the time, every day, because time, space, and thought is the continuum, all right, of time, of existence, rather. All right, then. So we're done with that one now. Y'all want to see some videos about now, don't you? I thought so. Okay. All right. So let's look at, I'm not, the show is lasting pretty long, so I'm going to have to split this up. I have to save some of it for next month. So right now, what we're going to do is we are going to look at FL1RI, gimbal, and go fast. These are the 3 recently declassified U.S. Navy UFO videos. Now, you would think that people would make a whole lot of fuss about this, right? Well, and they're wondering why everybody's not making such a fuss about it. They thought it was going to be a really big boom, 100 billion million views. Well, I have news for you, U.S. government. We already know that UFOs exist because now too many of us have seen them or know somebody that has seen them. We already know that you've been holding this information ever since Roswell. So no, we're not excited about seeing this, okay? So I can give you the answer why everybody's not excited about it. But for those of you who haven't seen it, you might have some excitement. This might excite you. I still like to see them. It doesn't matter to me. And I must say that, and by the way, this is it's an unlisted video, and it's by The Conversation, and it's on YouTube. And it says share. It has a share button. So I'm not infringing nobody's copyright. It says share. So I'm going to share it, all right? That kills me with that infringement copyright. I'm infringing your copyright when you ask me to share. All right? That's the way I feel about it. Okay, let's get big screen out here. We're going to go big screen in just a minute. All right. So now we're going to take, reduce this so you can see big screen. And look, don't start going yet. Get back here until you play. Okay, stop. All right, what I've got to do, I got to bring the big picture up. So hold on just a minute, y'all. I enlarged it and it didn't enlarge with me. All right, so here we go. All right, we're bringing it up now. And get me out. All right, here we go. So this right here is supposed to be the UFO. So let's just watch it. Trying to see if I get the text off the screen for you, but I think you can still see that just fine. There is no sound to it. We're just focusing on this right there. Some of you married folks might know all this stuff around here mean, but I don't. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Billy.
We're going against the wind. The wind's 120 miles to the west. The whole thing, dude. That's not our LNS though, is it?
There is sound.
It is LNS, dude. Well, if there's like a thing, it's rotating. Nickel 6-1 Tango, Roger, over. Oh, go ahead! Woohoo! Roger, there's troubleshooting. Did you box moving target? No, I took it on a track. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Wow, look at that, man. Look at it fly.
Okay. That was sound, huh? All right. So there was sound. Well, you know when you heard that phrase that say some people cuss like a sailor. So this video was by the Navy, and boy was they cussing. So I guess that's part of the sailor, you know. That's where we got the phrase from, cuss like a sailor. Okay, so that was 3 in 1. I thought it was going to be 3 separate videos, but it wasn't. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to show you my other one that I like. Let me get it on full screen. And this took place during the night between the 27th and the 28th of 2014. Strong Aurora activity took place in Caithness on the far north of Scotland. Was one of the best places in the UK to watch the celestial show. So what is the Aurora Borealis list? Nothing but the Northern Lights. All right. So I'm going to share it with you now. We're going to look at that, and then we're going to end the show, okay? All right. Here we go. Coming up. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. He's still talking. Let me close him down. Would you hush, mister? Okay. Wow, wasn't that beautiful? You know, the Northern Lights are phenomenal. I've always wanted to go there. And I believe that if I ever get to go, I would definitely have a parallel universal transition right on the spot. Because did you see all the colors that we just talked about? Red, purple, yellow, green, blue, pink. Uh-huh. Yeah. Orange. Did y'all see that? Yeah. Yeah. So it's just phenomenal. And you know, a lot of the people that live near the Northern Light in Scotland and UK area that can also view the Northern Lights when they um, are performing. This it's a celestial show. It really is. You can find more videos. Just go to YouTube and start searching for them. Look at them. Just look how amazing that is. And I think that is one thing really the question people ask the question a lot about what attracts the UFOs to the planet Earth. Well, I really think it's the lights, the northern lights, because they're always going. They always have a celestial show. They're always going. And so you think about it. When you're way up in space and you see this planet and you see this big light just coming from it, you think it's a signal. Come and visit. Come on down and see me sometime. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that other worlds, life forms, and their ships are attracted to our planet because of the northern light. It's frozen. Okay, I got me unfrozen. I just moved around. Sorry about that. So when we do our next Pearls Paranormal, we're gonna pick up right there, and we're gonna explore what really causes scientifically what really causes that particular section of the earth to do this. Why don't we have the northern lights like that, and celestial light shows like that in other parts of the United States? Why? You know. So we'll find out when we come back next time on Pearls Parallel Paranormals. Thank y'all so for tuning in, and remember always. Where's my note? I got so many notes on my desk. By the time I get ready for something, I can't find it. But I know this one by heart. Time, space, and thought is the continuum. All right. Good night. See y'all next week. Not next week. See y'all next fourth Thursday, which will be in September. I think that's gonna be around my birthday. Yeah. So we're really gonna have a great show. I may even have a birthday hat. Okay. Bye bye. Love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please share the show. Bye bye. I'm trying to figure out why it's only my music playing. I need y'all to